I was raised on a farm a little bit west of a very small town. And one thing you'll know about a small town is there's not a lot to do there. And at least this is what I blame it on. So I actually had a child very young. I was 16 years old when I had my first child as a single woman. And I used to hear people say to me all the time, Edna, you have to learn to live within a budget. And even as a very young person, I knew that that was not the life choice I wanted to make. I didn't want to learn to live within a budget. I wanted to learn how to make money. So I just started plugging away, getting, one job and moving up a little and moving up a little. I did start studying all on my own and started doing correspondence courses to get ahead, and I took a secretarial course and an accounting course and a business administration course, and every time I did that I moved up and did okay. But it wasn't until I found a career change as a financial advisor that I really started making the money that I wanted to make. The next year I brought on an assistant full-time, and I was able to triple my income up to $187,000 a year, and I knew at that point that I was on track and I was going to where I wanted to go. So one day, just in talking to a client, we started talking about investing in real estate. We now have 302 doors, and a lot of those are in joint ventures with other people, and all but the first three of our properties have been purchased using other people's money. And when I say using other people's money, sometimes people think, well, geez, how did you do that? How can you use other people's money? Well, you don't just use other people's money without providing value. Our value that we were able to provide was we could show investors how to invest in real estate and make a really good return on their money. Just recently, I wrote a book called Multiple Ways to Wealth. And my idea there was that I wanted to show people how important it was to build different streams of income, to not just rely on all your income to come from one source, like a job or maybe one business. Because if one thing goes wrong that maybe even has nothing to do with you, but changes in the economy or flooding or tornadoes, like one thing, and you could be out of business. So we wanted to make sure that that never happened to us. One thing that I kept getting asked through different people when we were in their different real estate groups is I kept getting asked, Edna, how the heck did you buy so many properties in such a short period of time? And when I would explain to them that we used other people's money, well, that really interested them. How do you get other people to invest in you? How do you provide your investors with a really good return? How do you get people to keep coming back and investing again and again? So through all this, I decided that I had value to add to the world by teaching people how to use other people's money to buy real estate, maybe buy businesses. There's several different ways to use other people's money, give your investors a really good return on their money, and do well for yourself as well. So as a young adult, straight out of high school, I felt like my options were limited being a single parent. I didn't really want to, couldn't afford to go to university, go on and take further education. And so kind of knew I had to make the best of what I had. When I think of it now, that was tough. That you don't, I hated so many parts of that. I hated being poor. See what I mean? I hated not being able to give my daughter everything she needed, deserved. My oldest daughter was lucky if she got 3 outfits to go back to school. So much easier now. It's just, there's no stress, there's no money stress. I'd like to shorten that learning curve for people, help them see that what they can do to better themselves. I'm a very strong believer in personal development. Over the last few years, I love to, my mantra's kind of been learn, grow, share. I love learning new stuff. I love growing as a person, and I love being able to share that. People, give me a great big hug and saying, Edna, you made such a difference in my life. I'm so glad I've known you. I never ever thought that I could be that person. I never thought I could make that kind of difference in a person's life. And I tell you, it feels so good. I'm just so grateful to be able to share what I've learned with people, to be able to give them a reason to dream again, a reason to think about that, yeah, I could do that. Because it's not that hard. It's just that you need to do something. You need to find people to hang around with that have done it, that can show you what to do. And I've been that person. And now I can see that I can help a lot of people do what we've done, because going from being a single mom, earning like slightly above minimum wage, living in low-income housing, having subsidized daycare, to working from my own home and being able to drive my kids to school every day and pick them up and have vacations to dream about and drive a vehicle that is so super safe and nice, and fly here, fly there. It's just such an amazing feeling to have that financial freedom and the time freedom. I still know a ton of people that earn a ton of money, but they have no time. They have no time to spend it with their family. They have no time to enjoy themselves. Heck, they don't even have time to lay back and read a good book. And I found a way, and it may not be for everybody, but I found a way that I can help people do that. And I really enjoy being able to share that with people and show them how they can actually start to dream again and think about what their life could be like